John Steinbeck wrote in Travels with Charlie, Texas is a state of mind, Texas is an obsession, and above all, Texas is a nation in every sense of the word. Liberty, freedom, history, democracy, these are just some of the words that define Texas, and the state capital is a symbol that represents it. Here we live around it and work by it every single day, but do we really know what it is and respect it? Today I'm going to discuss some of the history, some architecture, and some of the current purposes of the beautiful building known as the Texas State Capitol. And after we're through, hopefully you'll have a newfound respect for this wonderful, iconic building. Much of the information discussed today came from the State Preservation Board, the Texas State Historical Association, and personal knowledge from working in the Capitol complex. First, let's discuss some of the history of the Texas State Capitol. You might not know this, but the design for the Capitol was not contracted out to an architect. Back in 1881, the state of Texas held a national design competition, and it was won by Elijah E. Meyer in 1881, and they started building the Capitol in February of 1882. Another interesting fact is that the exterior that we know as polished granite was actually intended to be limestone, but when they quarried the limestone and exposed it to the air, it streaked, and so they wouldn't use it. It took over 1,000 people working 6 years straight to finish the Capitol, but how were they paid? It wasn't in dollars and cents. The state of Texas agreed to pay contractors in acreage. They offered them 3 million acres in the Texas Panhandle for their labor, and this land was recently appraised at $7 billion. Next, let's take a look at some of the architecture. According to the Texas State Historical Association, our Capitol was designed after our nation's capital in Washington, D.C., and it's of the Renaissance Revival design. When it was completed in 1888, it had 392 rooms, 18 vaults, 924 windows, and 404 doors. Extreme detail was used on the outside as well as in the interior of the building. Custom hand-carved door casings can be found in the walkways, as well as custom stamped Texas Capitol door hinges on the exterior doors that weigh 7 pounds apiece. The Capitol grounds are also very lush and well maintained, with plenty of oak trees that you can sit under on a hot day. And they're surrounded by a black fence. I don't know if you've noticed this, but on every single picket of that fence there's a gold star, a detail used throughout the building. But that fence doesn't only serve as a property marker. In the 1800s it was originally intended to keep wandering cattle off of the Capitol grounds. In 1990, work began on the annex in the North Plaza, and it's only visible by skylights disguised as planters. There's 4 floors of offices underneath here. They did that so it wouldn't obstruct the view of the Capitol. The extension doubled the square footage of the Capitol, and it was completed in 1993. And finally, you may wonder what the building's used for today. Every 2 years, the Texas legislature, composed of the Texas House of Representatives and the Texas Senate, gathers to vote on bills. They meet from the second Tuesday in January of odd-numbered years for 140 calendar days. Every senator and House member has an office in the Capitol extension, and they can use it year-round at their own necessity. The Capitol is also a popular place for field trips. On any given weekday, it's not surprising to find busloads of school children wandering the Capitol grounds and all of the amazing structure that they're in front of. And tours are also given 7 days a week so that we can enjoy it anytime it suits us. So in conclusion, we have a very iconic structure right in our backyard, the Texas State Capitol. And according to the State Preservation Board, it was placed on the National Register of Historic Places and is designated as a National Historic Landmark. The Texas State Capitol is obviously a historic landmark. There are many architectural feats within the building, and it currently serves a great purpose in this state of Texas. So the next time you're around the Capitol, just take a second. Look around you, stand in awe of it, and take a deep breath of history, and know that you are part of what makes the Texas Capitol. Thank you.